we're gonna dive into Outer Worlds. We're gonna start a brand new playthrough. Because the new DLC just came out, which apparently is gonna be like a murder mystery. The Daily Timbo raid, smiley face. Thank you so much, Simmer. I super appreciate it. I very, very much appreciate it. Give me 1 second as I get Outer Worlds launched. Boop, 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 boop. And I've got freaking 5 days logged in this. That's crazy. Can't believe I have so much time in this game. Insane. Here is my bubble human. Oh, that's nice. I have dinner in a second, but I'm excited to watch Outer Worlds when I come back. Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty cool. It's a neat game. Let me go ahead and turn Pretzel off real quick. Up. Your bubble human. I like that. I'm gonna use that. That's a good one. It's syncing to the cloud currently. There we go. I'll shove it on over to OBS. Studio mode. Then we're going to go game capture. Then we're going to go to Outer Worlds. Back to studio mode. And I think it should just work. Okay, so yeah, so Peril on Gorgon is the second one, and the Murder on the Eridanos is the newest one that just came out. I am polyam, so I have multiple humans. I see. Gotcha. Smiley face, yes. I see. That's cool. But I'm guessing Kira is actually a human that you live with. That's pretty neat, though. Oh yeah, I remember you mentioning that you were polyam the other day when I was streaming with Vega when they mentioned that they were polyam as well. So we're gonna just do a straight normal mode. Conversation subtitles. So bark subtitles. No, we want that on too. Subtitles will not be shown in cutscenes. No, we don't want subtitles. Trying to see how good it looks on stream. Like does the text size look good, or should I bump it up a little bit? Because I can make it a little bigger. Bump up that text size. We don't live together, but I'm in a social bubble. So Kira, so I can hug her. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna leave it like this. I think I can change that at any time. That's nice though, that like you've got somebody that you can bubble with. Oh, for sure. I couldn't imagine not being able to be with my partner for the past year.
Prosperity awaits you in the stars. Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes.
Cuddle bubble. That's real good. So Outer Worlds, if you're not familiar, is a game made by a team called Obsidian, who made the original Fallout games before they sold the intellectual property to Bethesda. So in this, it's very similar to Fallout in the sense that it takes place in the future and stuff, but this has much more of like an anti-corporation, anti-capitalist kind of vibe, which is really cool. So the game starts with us heading off into space to be a part of this corporate group who are colonizing the far outer worlds. However, it turns out that the group that we were a part of on this ship called the Hope, it suffered some form of malfunction. So all the people that were on board the ship have been frozen for like 60 some odd years. So we're one of those individuals, and this individual, whose name is Phineas Wells, he's about to break us out, and we're gonna go and mess around in the colony and see if we can figure out what's going on.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists will have to drift out here forever just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Do let me know if I need to turn the game volume up as well. Might be a little quiet. So I wanted to play a bootlicker, which is something that you could totally do. So you can play. I'm gonna up charm and I'm gonna up intelligence. I'm gonna lower perception, real
You've run
stupid,
into your share of lampposts.
and he doesn't see what's like right in front of his face. I feel like, and then we're gonna up dexterity and and I think temperament. You know, I'm gonna up dexterity once more. Actually, what I really want is I want to focus on science weapons.
This one's
Science
smarter
weapons
than
are
my
real cool.
navigation computer.
So he's like I'm picturing this character as kind of like an individual who's like they're willing to sell their soul for corporate science advancement. Is kind of what I'm picturing. So skills. We are gonna, of course, put it into science. We're gonna put tech,
A
and
fellow
then
tinkerer.
I think we're gonna go dialogue.
You could probably talk your way out of a landing ticket.
Then we're gonna go ahead and so these are different aptitudes that you can pick, which basically means that like this is what you were doing before you were frozen. Um, so I'm gonna see if I can find something. Engineering +1 would probably make sense. Bonus, no. Science, here we go. Scientist assistant level 0 class A. You've cleaned out enough test tubes to develop a keen instinct for what goes in them and why. Maybe you didn't get in this business to mop up the leavings of failed experiments, but that's just part of the job. Even if you can't unsee what happens in the lab, you can at least learn from the mistakes and enjoy some colorful nightmares.
Class A. Oh, right. Test subject.
All right, and we'll play a dude, and you know, let's just hit X. Hit X a couple. This one's pretty good. I think we'll just keep that. I like it. Oops. No, I think it's just good. I think it's just good. I like it. So this guy's name, I like the bun. Yeah, the man bun, power bun. This guy's name is gonna be Jerry Waddington. Except. Next. All right, very smart, but very low perception. Do it.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Oh, I got to change the game title.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
So smart, not so good at looking where he's going. Yeah, exactly. He's just the way I'm kind of thinking of it is that he's just like a very self-involved character, right? It's not that he doesn't see what's going on, it's just that he doesn't fucking care.
Shit. Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction.
Fun.
Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically.
Oh, good, because I don't want to liquefy.
I guess we'll see, yes?
I like being solid, thank you. I like my current state of matter. So maybe I could be talked into becoming gaseous.
But I must have your
Maybe
help
plasma?
securing
Ooh.
more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position.
Gotta go meet up with a smuggler. Sure, that nothing will go wrong. Remember the hope. Chairman Rockwell raises a glass to our lost brothers and sisters. 60th anniversary of the Hope's disappearance. Brought to you by Zero G Brew. By Spacer's Choice. Spacer's Choice.
Can you hear me?
Not the best
Is
choice.
this
It's
thing
Spacer's
working?
Choice.
Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site.
Find
He's
Hawthorne.
to
You
be
got it.
your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure.
Oh, he's gonna be our chauffeur. I like that. He's gonna like,
so I can track your
you know, fly us around the
I'll check in with you
system.
as soon
He's
as
gonna
you
open the
land.
door for us.
Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
So Phineas has basically given us the task of going and getting more of this concoction that he's dosed us with to prevent us from dying from being brought back from hypersleep. He needs more of this concoction in order to bring back the other members of the Hope. So he's told us to go get this stuff. We're gonna go try to find some more goo.
Ah, you've landed. Good. Hawthorne should be close by. What
Oh,
in Lord?
oh no! Hawthorne's so
That's him?
close by, we landed on him.
That
Now he's
idiot.
dead.
I
So
told
much
him
for the
to plant
chauffeur.
the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to
He got
waste.
squished hard, brother.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not
You
sure
know, I just
I
realized I'm
trust
using
the fellow.
keyboard and
What's
mouse,
left of
which
the bounty
normally
on
I
my
don't
head?
use when I play this game.
Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Indeed. Spacebar to jump over obstacles. What a novel concept. Control the teabag. I mean, crouch. Look at this cute little rat guy. Look at him go. Love him. The game itself is very pretty. I love the aesthetic. Hey, Sloops. Okay, but why does he care about reviving your buddies? Okay, that's a great question. Big sus. That's a really good question. So the colony itself is having issues because capitalism. Capitalism gone wild, like literally insane. And so he's like, basically what he tells us is that he wants us to revive the people from the ship so that way we can make things better. But, you know, who knows if that's like, seems a little altruistic, don't you think? But but I'm playing this as I'm gonna be just like this corporate bootlicking shill, basically. That was kind of the idea. That I'm this basically. Do you remember that character from Cage's anti-capitalist penguins campaign where it was like the scientist penguin who's basically sold their soul to the corporation and like was experimenting on their own children and shit? That's kind of the vibe I'm going for. Oh, so like the U.S. right now. Yeah.
Easy now.
Yeah.
There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
There's some really clever and interesting. Ouch. There's some really clever and interesting commentary in this game. It's real good. Oh my god. Little percent just rated in with a party of 17. Holy crap. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Timbo the Wizard. I'm a variety streamer. I do all kinds of stuff. Welcome in. How's everybody doing? I've brought friends. Thank you so much, Hawkward. I appreciate it. Welcome in, guys. Hey, guys. I'm Timbo the Wizard. Oh, wait, I got something for this. Yay! Thanks so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the follow, Tom Stranger 42. How's everybody doing? I'm Timbo the Wizard. I'm a variety streamer. I play all kinds of stuff. I'm also a tabletop RPG enthusiast. I do stuff with the Knights of Bantam. Welcome in, guys. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for the raid, little percent. I really appreciate it. Man, that's very kind of you. We just started off this new campaign of Outer Worlds because the new DLC just came out, and like I want to do it, but I was like, I might as well just start fresh on Twitch. Hope everybody's doing great. Thank you so much for the raid once more, man. Oh, and let me turn the confetti off. Who's this guy? Outer Worlds, yes. Oh, awesome. I'm glad I've gotten approval.
Try the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings.
What happened to you?
We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills.
Oh, the confetti.
Then my gun
Confetti forever.
I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
Sit still. I'll patch you up.
Looks like the bleeding stopped.
Literally the least I could do.
Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's Choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
You're hiding a cave and you blocked off your exit. You're as good as dead.
Spacer's Choice policy clearly stipulates that dead and as good as dead are two completely different properties of matter.
Oh, well, if the
Unless
policy
I'm dead,
stipulates that, then
I'm
never mind.
contractually
Jeez.
obligated to attend to my post. I will report that illegally grounded spacecraft if it is the last thing I do. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single
I'm
shot.
doing well, Ray. Thank
Not
you for
bad, huh?
asking. I appreciate you. I hope you're doing the same. And I hope everybody else in chat land, I hope you're all doing well as well. See those canisters? Marauders come sniffing around here. I can't take them out with a single shot. Not bad. Someone grounded their ship illegally? I'll hunt them down for you.
You'd better take my gun then. Careful. It's worth more to the company than I am. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to
Oh,
malfunction.
30% less
You've tried the
likely.
best,
Wow.
Now
That's
try the rest.
no strides.
Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Yes. He really nailed that dialogue. He really nailed that slogan there. Awkward's good. Just doing the rounds on Twitch. That's great. Do you know anything about the Hope?
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
Can you tell me where I am?
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's
Thank you
Choice
so much for the
community.
follow, Grammy. I
Edgewater's
appreciate
a
it. I
little
love your
ways
name
down.
too.
Prettiest place in the Vale.
This guy is
Be
giving
sure
me
to
his
stop
gun.
by a
You are
provisioner's for a
100%
can
correct,
of our
Sloops.
famous
He
salt
just
tuna.
literally handed me his only weapon. New save. He just handed me his only weapon, and now I could just literally cap him in the head and he's dead. He's just gone. He didn't. Yep. Probably should have held on to that weapon there, bud, right? As a wizard at heart, I had to follow. Oh, I appreciate it, Grammy. I'm gonna go ahead and reload now. Oh, man. You get to live this time by the grace of God. And by God, I mean me. You got anything else in here? Ooh, dehydrated water tablets. Just add water. That poor trusting soul. Oh, hey, Mel. How's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in. Well, this guy's got tartar sauce. Delicious. I'll put it on the salt tuna. Pre-sliced bread. You notice bread is spelled a little different, right? Fast ration build. How do I pull up my inventory? Oh my goodness. T&L, weapon safety training, weapon management. You can have up to 4 weapons equipped at a time by dragging them up to the slots at the top of the screen. On this page, you can also inspect your weapons, compare them, flag them as junk, or break them down for parts. Players with the engineering skill can repair their weapons on this screen as well. I would have had to try that and reload to it. And the first time I played this, this is like maybe showing a little bit of a sadistic streak, but I shot that dude like 5 times in the head and just reloaded over and over. Oh man, it was pretty funny though. Yeah, you can. This game is really interesting because you can pretty much kill anybody at any given point, which is wild. Like you could kind of do that in Fallout, but like you couldn't kill like certain key NPCs. In this, you can kill basically anybody at any time. It's pretty wild, and the game will just adapt to it too. It's insane. So let's take a look. Aramid ballistics will keep your skin intact. Armor management, basically the same thing as the other thing. T&L makes the best gear for your friends and family. Consumables. Here's where you hear all your stuff. So in this, you have a medical inhaler, which is pretty cool. So like you put stuff into the inhaler and then you're just like inhaling multiple like drugs at the same time. But it can also be food. So you're literally just turning food into gaseous substance that you're inhaling, which is so sci-fi and I love it. Oh, thanks, Melly. Appreciate you. I'm going to take a quick sip. Ah, delicious water. Hydrating. Little percent IDK if you're still here, but if you want more info on coffee, you should talk to No Angel. Oh yeah, I've been looking at coffee. I feel like I should probably set something like that up too. I got like a laundry list of things I got to do. Timbo, where are the emotes? I'm ready to spam wizard hats. I know, right? I'm working on that still. Oh man, I've been all over the place recently. I've had this like so I run Dungeons and the Dragons. I run D&D on Dungeons and the Dragons. Man, what a good spin-off that would be. I run D&D on Fridays, but I've been like, there was like a little bit of I don't want to say misstep, but like my players basically ran into a TPK, but instead of it being like, yeah, we're going to start over with new characters, I've made it so that way they've been kidnapped. But I've been so busy recently that I haven't had time to be able to build like this adventure for them to break out of basically prison. So I've just been crazy busy lately, but yeah, emotes are on the list, probably near the top. Wizard hats though, wizard hats are, it's gonna be that's gonna be up there for sure. I run a dungeon and a dragon, sometimes at the same time, sometimes all at once. I have a coffee and can help you if you're struggling. Oh, thanks, Ray. I might take you up on that offer. Oh man, if you guys haven't seen, should check out Ray on Twitter as well. Ray posted an incredible galaxy vest. Holy shit, it looks so cool. Like Ray's blown me away. Man, Ray, you make such cool gear. Like I'm like the mask was really cool the other day too. Like it was real dope. Anyways, so I wanted to show you guys the bread. How do I look at the bread? Inspect. Pre-sliced bread. It tastes fresh because it was at one point. Just wait till we find the actual bread. Then you will be disturbed together. It'll be great. It'll be pog, as the kids say. Pop.
Damage my ears! Oh,
Sorry, Phineas. Because he had a little bit of feedback.
What in the hell? This...
Die, rats. Bam. Hibernation complications detected. Tactical time dilation. Due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the tactical time dilation (TTD) button slows down the world around you, giving you time to think as well as actions. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your TTD meter more slowly, while moving drains it faster, and it refreshes over time. So basically, it's VATS. If you're familiar with if you're familiar with Fallout, this is basically their equivalent of VATS, which makes sense because this game was made by It was made by Obsidian, who made Fallout initially before it was bought out by Bethesda. All right, we're gonna take all this stuff. We're gonna loot. Just a filthy little looting rat. Hacking and lockpicks. So they basically it just costs lockpicks in order to open stuff. You don't got to worry about like a little lockpick minigame. Deadeye VATS, yeah, exactly. Oh man, Deadeye is fun though, because I always liked Deadeye because it was like you could like literally line up like 5 shots and then be like the classic gunslinger, like blam 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 blam. So cool. Oh shit. Like to me the Deadeye feature made Red Dead Redemption feel the most like a Western. Like that was Oh god, there's so many enemies down here. We're gonna do a quick little save. You better watch out. Jerry Waddington is he's gonna take you down. Bam. For science. You want some, boys? Oh, they got a gun. Very rude. Hold on, I gotta pop your friend in the head a couple times. Thank you. Man, I can't remember the last time I actually played like a shooter with mouse and keyboard. Just a filthy controller casual. Over here. Oh, that guy doesn't, he don't got nothing. Let's see about armor. Oh, none of these guys are dropping their gear. Got anything, bud? No? Okay. Okay. I love how fucking sci-fi the environment is and like the design. Like this looks like it could be the cover of like a 1970s pulp sci-fi novel, right? Like I love it. Love the color palette. Just the design. So good. Looks great. I did tweet the waistcoat pics. Yeah. Yeah, if you're not in one of the discords that Ray is in, they also tweeted out their waistcoat picture on Twitter. I would highly recommend checking them out. Oh yeah, I think I could just type in a command, allow. Oh, here we go. I think this will work. There we go. All right, Ray, you should be able to bump that into chat. I think that should work. That weird alternate universe where Ray isn't a mod. What year is it? There we go. Perfect. All right, Lieutenant Mercer, what do you got for me?
I don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Call on that
Landing
rumage.
violators?
Landing in the
My
Vale
planet?
without
I
using
don't
an
think
official
so.
Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
It's so I heard. I found one of your teammates holed up in a cave.
Really? How is he?
He'll make it. I helped him with the pain.
Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
I'm gonna say I'll handle it myself. I'm a badass. Screw you, Mercer. I don't need nobody. Up. So just in case you didn't catch it. So because I rendered medical aid to that dude back up in the cave, they didn't like the fact that I helped him with non-Spacer's Choice brand medicine, right? He's going to be fined because I saved his life using non-Spacer's Choice brand meds. Because Spacer's Choice is a family. And, families don't use other families' products, right? How dare they? I've been having a pretty easy time just blowing these guys away. I don't see why it should be any different now. Pop. Oh, there's a few more of them. Man, just every shot went in. I'm like, man, I haven't played a shooter on a mouse and keyboard in such a minute. I'm like, what do I do with my fingers? How do fingers work? Oh god. Look. Load. Hey, surprise. Pop, pop. Pop. Now do it again. Not so bad. But yeah, I love that I love that the inhaler, for whatever reason, it can process solid matter and it can just like it just works, right? Like don't worry about it. Look at that just literally active volcano over there. And there was only 4 raiders? I thought there would be more. Oh well. Onto the ship. I do mod a whole
Please
heap
be
of Twitch streamers
informed
I
that
watch
this
now.
vessel contains
Yeah.
no valuable plunder.
I mean, I don't throw around pillar of the community lightly, Ray, and I'm sure you know that. I'm gonna take this.
Marauder, please be informed that ignoring me is dangerous for your health.
Gladys? Is that you? Oops, I just healed myself again. I just want to put my gun away. There we go.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime.
Are
Please submit
you talking to me?
yourself to the authorities.
Please turn yourself into the authorities.
Hello,
Make me.
Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors.
I really like
Please
this
return
character.
any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
I still haven't gotten over you calling me a pillar of the community. Well, it's, you know, if the shoe fits, you lace that bitch up and wear it, am I right? What are you gonna do? Self-destruct?
Jettison procedures initiated. Disengage in airlocks. Prepare to reject all boarding parties. In
Oh god!
5,
She's gonna space me!
3,
Wait, we're on the ground.
2, 1.
There's no vacuum out there. Is something supposed to be
You are
happening?
still here. My deception protocols have failed.
The ship tried to
I have
lie
been
to me.
programmed to express disappointment.
When you roll a when you roll a deception check and the person gets an insight check that's literally 1 below it. Is this Hawthorne
This
ship?
vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I
Oh.
am incapable of accepting
Well, we crushed
orders
that
from
guy.
anyone other than
Oh.
Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Hawthorne's
I
dead.
understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
I love this part. Hey, Ryak, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Just playing a little bit of Outer Worlds, which I feel like people will vibe with. So basically, we killed the other Captain Hawthorne, who is the captain of this ship, and now Ada, who is the robot that we're talking to, is saying that she can only receive orders from Captain Hawthorne. So in order to be able to accept my orders, I have to be Captain Hawthorne, right? Okay, but I'm not Captain Hawthorne. Hawthorne is
I
dead.
understand. You are speaking metaphorically. You wandered outside this ship and experienced a permanent, life-changing encounter. The old you is dead. Welcome back, Captain Hawthorne. I extend felicitations and congratulations on your life-changing experience.
Glad to hear you're doing well, Rack. I'm doing well as well, which is very well. I think you don't understand. My name is Jerry Waddington.
I understand. You are going undercover with an alias. I will update my discretion protocol accordingly. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
I doubt I'll find a part like that just sitting in a garage.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Sloops, we're all doing well here. And don't you forget about it. All right, I guess I'm Captain Hawthorne now.
Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation.
Hold on, I got something
Best
for
of
this.
luck
I'm
in your
Captain
search
Hawthorne
for a
now.
Power regulator. Try to stay
I think that
alive
worked.
this time.
Yes, we leveled up, baby. Level 2. Auntie Cleo Management Training. Skill improvements. Every time you level up, you earn skill points to spend on improving your skills. Spending a skill point on a core melee or core skill melee improves all the specialized skills in that group up to a maximum of 50. After 50, you can add points directly to specialized skill, up to 100. Every skill improves as it grows, but special unlock bonuses occur every 20 points. Read each skill descriptions to see what they are, and etc. You've been promoted. Level up. Congratulations, you've gained enough experience to go up a level. Open your character ledger to advance your character. Leveling up increases your HP, gives you points to upgrade your skills, as well as give you access to a few new perks every other level. Keep leveling and you'll be upper management material in no time. Oh man, everything about this game is so tongue-in-cheek, and I love it. Anti-Cleo Specialized Management Seminars. Selecting perks. Welcome to perk selection. On this screen, you can choose to which perk you want to buy with your perk points. You get a new perk point every 2 levels. You can also acquire perk points through gameplay, such as accepting a flaw. Acquiring 5 new perks makes their next tier of perks available to you. Okay, so we are going to start with So I immediately want to get the because I want to make this character focused on science and science weaponry, because the science weapons in this game are fucking super cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna dip into this eventually, but I think the first thing we're gonna take is probably a movement speed up. Movement speed is pretty plus 25% walk speed. So basic, but it's very helpful. Except. And then for upgrades, we're going to dump it all into tech. Or maybe we'll dump 5 points. And then, because I've got the bonus to science already, so that's going to be good. We are going, and so when each of these different skills affects different things in turn. So because if you upgrade the science, then the science weapon effects are more likely to happen and to do more damage in general, which is pretty dope. So we're going to do that. And then I think we're going to go ahead and also just upgrade dialogue. Pop, pop. Confirm. Combat dialogue abilities. You've unlocked the dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they are automatically debilitated, which is pretty helpful. So we are now Captain Hawthorne, even though we're still Jerry Waddington. And now we're gonna go see if we can find a thing in order to get the ship on. The ship crash landed.
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification,
Push sawed-off shotgun. I'll take it. So the ship crash landed, unfortunately. So we are going to need. Did I not just pick up that shotgun? So we need to go and find a new power source for the ship, so that way we can get off world. So that way we can continue our quest of finding the chemical goo to bring back everybody from the Hope. See, this is the power relay thing, where we need the thing
until a replacement regulator has been properly installed.
I'm just trying to see if there's any gear
Want to
or
be
anything
a
I can
brand
grab.
new
No, I don't think so.
view?
Going off the
Try
edge.
out our respecification machine.
Why that's broken?
Alex installed it himself. Right before
So this game is
died.
very like it very much has like has a Fallout vibe to it, where it's like you get companions and unique items, and like talking to enemies and stuff. It's or talking down people is totally like a thing. It's very cool.
This wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
I think we're gonna play a Chronicle Liar. Got it all wrong. I'm a Starship Safety Inspector.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater.
I would like to speak with your manager.
Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Better watch out, or I'll go full Karen on your ass. All right. Inspector Karen on the case. Oh man, I do have a man bun, which I feel like kind of adds to the mystique, the aesthetic of that a little bit, for sure. I have returned with peanut butter ice cream. Ooh, that sounds good. Sounds good. Oh wow, look at how cool that is. And this game looks so good. So to recap, we are Jerry Waddington, a scientist first class who was aboard the Hope, which was on its way to this new star system. I got just destroyed. They were on this way to this new star system after signing basically their life away to become an indentured servant in this new planetary system for 10 years. However, and we were put into cryo sleep. However, some kind of mistake or error occurred while we were in transit, and the ship that we were on, the Hope, went off course, and we were adrift in space for 60 years. They had to use their regular engines in order to get here. They couldn't use the faster than light stuff. Yeah, I would be jealous too. I'm sorry, you have a man button? A man button? Oh, are you talking about the space bar? Which man button are you referring to? So we were on the Hope for 60 years and we were all frozen until a scientist named Phineas Wells showed up, and he was like, the colony is in trouble, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring you out of hypersleep so that way you can help us. But he used a special chemical in order to do that, and now he's out of that chemical because he used all of it to bring us back. So he's dropped us down into the colony, and now we're gonna go get some more of this chemical for him. Man bun, yeah. A man bun, yes. Oh, you guys are a little stronger than I expected. So now we are in the town of Edgewater, where our little pod crashed down after Phineas pooped us out of his ship, and we were meant to meet with a Captain Hawthorne. Unfortunately, the escape pod crash landed on his ass and killed him. So now we've become captain of his ship. Now we've become captain of his ship, and the ship is currently broken down. So we're trying to fix it up so that way we can get the fuck out of here. Will a man button summon a manservant to do my bidding? I mean, I like where your head's at. I wish I had a button that would do something funny. Instead, I got something like, I mean, this is pretty funny. Not kind of similar. But now we're on the planet of Edgewater, and we're gonna go to this we're in Emerald Springs, and we're about to go to Edgewater, where they reportedly have a power supply that we can use. Get out of here. And I said this earlier, but man, the sci-fi, the pulp sci-fi aesthetics of this game, it just really resonate with me. Like the colors and just the design of the world, and there's look at how fucking beautiful this is. It's gorgeous. Holy shit. You can see spaceships flying overhead too. It's they just did such a good job making the world feel like vibrant. Look at this guy.
Hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those
This looks like a
hills.
hard
That's
man who's lived a hard
territory,
life.
friend.
Sounds like a man button. It's gorgeous. Yeah, it's real pretty. I really like the aesthetic of this game. Don't go ambling out in those hills. It's Marauder territory, friend. My pod crashed in the hills back there.
Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
Nice to meet you. I'm Alex Hawthorne, captain of the Unreliable.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been
Lie to
hauling
everyone.
corpses. You don't want none of that on you.
Oh, no, I don't. Yeah. Got any hand
Junior and
sanitizer?
humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Spacer's Choice. Junior in Humor. Fancy title for a gravedigger.
Hey, I earned that fancy title. Started off a lowly junior gravesite builder, then junior interment engineer. Oh, and I was a junior burial assistant for a time.
Oh, wow. You can really say you made your way up in the world. You seem pretty old to be a junior anything.
The rate I've been working, I'm bound to earn a promotion. Must be about 50, 60 burials away from associate in humor.
Who do I talk to about getting a power regulator?
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. You've got business
You're talking shit to my man,
inquiries, stop by
Silas.
Reed Thompson's office.
I mean,
He's up in the tower
I
above
mean,
the cannery.
he needs to moisturize
Head
for
into
sure,
town,
though, right?
follow
Like,
the
he needs to
road.
maybe get like a pumice
Look,
stone,
you
something like
obviously
that.
ain't a worker.
Just like
What's your racket? You a smuggler?
hard man, live the
Freelancer?
hard life. Depends on the work. You offer me a
Edgewater
job?
is a company town, board owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures.
Imagine
Some of our
renting your
families become
grave.
a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see.
You're making people pay for their own graves?
Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge.
What a nice guy. Why can't you collect the
Quotas,
fees
mostly.
yourself?
Got a backlog of graves to fill. Bodies won't bury themselves, you know?
Yeah, I mean, only 50 or 60 more, and then you're going to be associate junior in humor, right? All right, I'll collect your fees for you.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Why is Abernathy a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Where can I find these people?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Okay, sure.
Yeah?
Anything else I can talk to him about? This town must be in pretty bad shape if it's keeping you employed.
You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague.
I'm sorry, there's a
But
plague?
you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds.
Yes, for the good of the company. You're not worried about falling sick?
Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose.
I
The body
guess.
grows accustomed.
The body grows accustomed unless you die, which it seems
Hang
like a
on,
lot of people have
doing
died.
some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the 1. All my life, work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
There's a lot of people to
Former
Marauders?
people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed
Why would they be
guards.
taking stuff from the graves? Do they want the bodies? What are they after?
Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna dock my pay.
Thanks, Silas. I mean, there's like a lot of graves out here. Oh, look at this classic Fallout Bethesda jank. I love it. Oh man, he was just clipping up against this stone for so long. Oh man. So did you catch that though? He implied that even when you're dead, you're still property of the company. He is one with the graves, very professional. Yes. You can really sense the years of experience on this man. Gentlemen. Put my gun away, for God's sakes. Civilized place. What's out here? Oh, there's more graves. Fun. Even more graves. Oh my God, there's a lot of graves. Dude, it's priesties. And when he was talking about plague, he wasn't kidding, was he? He's a junior gravestone, yeah. But if he keeps bumping into it, he'll be associate gravestone soon. What's in here? Oh, this is where they keep all the pre-graves, I guess. Pre-grave. Music box. Quickly turn around, look behind me. Ooh. No matter what character I play, I always just become an immediate kleptomaniac in these kinds of games. Just immediately. I just want everything. Give me everything. Welcome, Junior in Humor. This is Silas's console from Inhumor's Association to Junior in Humor, Emerald Vale Division. A special offer. Dear reader, your subscription to Inhumor's Association newsletter has expired. We'd like to invite you to renew your subscription. Act now, and we'll throw in a copy of our newest publication, Shovel's Gazette and Quarterly. I believe in him. We believe. We're sending your energy, Silas. One day you'll be able to make it. One day. From Spacer's Choice HR. Subject: official advertisement text. Edgewater Cemetery is property of the Spacer's Choice Company. The Spacer's Choice family takes care of its own, from the cradle to the grave. Gravesite plots and headstones are provided by Spacer's Choices at an affordable rate. Comfortable, spacious plots, custom engraving headstones and monograms, complimentary eulogy courtesy of the Order of Scientific Inquiry. Let your spirit rest in the privacy of a Spacer's Choice brand gravesite. Oh man, I mean, when you put it like that, I'm sold. Sign me up. Burial invoice. Passage required. I don't need no password. Heck. All right, invoice. Name: Theodore Granger. Cause of expiration: industrial accident. Burial site: successfully interred in gravesite 13F. Gravesites: paid and accounted. Humor's addendum: Hetty's corpse was missing a hand. Deducted 5 bits from the gravesite fee because I'm a kindly fellow. What a nice guy. Not even a full body? We'll knock a little bit off the price for you. I think that's reasonable. Not even a full corpse. Up. Transition. Emerald Vale. And these splash screens too for the loading are just so gorgeous. Like this feels like it could just be a piece of art that I would want to have in my house. Like, it's real pretty. All right, now we're in Edgewater, which is a Spacer's Choice community, and it looks like shit, dog. Man, look, there are the ships crossing over the sky, though, like I mentioned. How fucking cool is that? It's so neat. Man. Oh, hey, the barbershop. I need to go here anyways. Oh, I probably should put my gun away so that way the dude isn't immediately intimidated. Wait, this is a barbershop? Why is this guy dressed like a doctor?
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs.
I mean, I did shake that gravedigger's hand,
Physical
so...
hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
I can show you my hands.
No,
Maybe you should have brought that
thank
gun
you.
after all.
It's quite all right. I've seen enough body parts in my line of work. I'm Conrad.
I thought you were the
You
barber.
will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
So he's the barber and the mortician of the town? Man, I feel like it's kind of like not very fair because that could be 2 different jobs, right? All right, Sweeney Todd, yeah. Oh, man. Just wait, brother. Just wait. Oh, jeez. I'm looking to repair my ship.
A ship? Dear me. You seem to have lost the ability to distinguish between reality and fantasy.
I mean, that might be the
This
case,
is what
but...
happens when you let your imagination run wild. I don't approve of fantasizing. It's a dreadful habit, corrosive to the mental faculties. You ought to let the vicar take a look inside your head.
What does that even mean? I don't want any vicar in my head. Your vicar?
Vicar Maximilian, our man from the OSI.
Yeah, well, I don't approve of
here
your
to
grotty
spread the
skin
message of
complexion.
scientism like a soothing balm upon a feverish head.
I mean, this
Or
dude looks
so
like
you'd expect.
this dude looks like a dude that hangs out
You'll
with the
find
dead,
him in
doesn't
our
he?
local church,
Right.
probably neglecting his duties.
This guy's got mad morgue vibes, right? Yo, Silas sent me to collect your dues. Pay up.
Gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes
This
the
guy likes to
necessary
use big words, and I
restitutions.
feel like he doesn't even maybe know what they mean, or maybe is just doing it to be like an elitist asshole, right? You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bitless, indigent, destitute. I simply
crust.
cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our
I
fair
will save my
settlement.
mental evaluation
When
for
I
the
expire,
psychologist. Thank you very
I
much. Unless
expect
that's your
Silas
job
to
too.
toss my body into a ditch.
This guy has like 3 hats that he's all wearing at the same time. You mean every male in an English degree? Oh man, roasted. I don't care. Give me your money.
With what? My own blood?
I mean, will he accept it?
Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. And that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
I mean, just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your
I
idea
love the idea of a
intrigues
set
me,
of
but I'm afraid
lucky,
I don't have
lucky
anything to give
clippers that this guy
Silas.
has.
I'm open to suggestions.
Ryak has already picked up on the worthy of treatment aspect. That's gonna come up. That's gonna come up. Oh yes. Oh yes. I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
Oh yes. That he is worthy of treatment for the plague. Let's go to the canteen. Let's get our drink on, girl. Hell yeah, brother.
You read the latest report?
Amelia.
I don't know you.
Another! Slam me one! Hey, I'm Alex Hawthorne, captain of the Unreliable.
The Unreliable, you say? Never heard of any company supply ship with that particular name. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
And what a fine establishment it is.
You really think so? That's kind of you.
A little bit of a
I've been
charmer,
trying
even though
to
he's an
keep the
asshole.
floors clean. You got no idea how long it takes to scrub the tiles. Guess I misreckoned you. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to be curt. We just got some problems lately.
I mean, you look like
I can
literally
get you a
ill.
drink if you
Like, your
like.
face is so
I'd
pale
ask
and you
you
have
to
such
enjoy
huge
the
bags
beverage
under your
within
eyes.
the
You look like you're
premises, though.
sick.
Can't
And there's
risk you
talk of
bringing
plague in the
drink
town. I
overdose
don't think that's a
deserters.
coincidence.
You understand.
Yeah, give me a drink, brother.
Coming right up.
Your merchant skill is equal to the value of your best dialogue skill. He needs to go to skincare TikTok. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead. So do you want a 2-hour energy brew? Or, yeah, these people need EMH bad. Should we get a 2-hour energy? When you need to go for just a couple more hours. Trip teas. Each tea bag contains the finest natural and artificial flavors, perfect for the cup of tea. 0G brew, an ale that's good for what ails ya. And plain and pure water. It's crisp, it's delicious, it's nutritious, it's water. Now with 11% more natural water flavor. Delicious. Spacer's Choice. Take a quick look at these other ones. I love that they modeled each and every single one of these items too. It's so good. That's brilliant. And they put funny stuff on them too, right? Man, it looks so good. Man. You know, like, so I played what was it, Cyberpunk 2077 when it came out, and you know, it really irked me that whenever you you had these pictures of the different items on the items, but when you dropped them, it just became a bag of shit on the ground. Like every single item when you dropped it just looked like a fucking bag. And I'm just like, meanwhile, you got something that's like this where it looks incredible, right? Like, so good. It's just like, I mean, that is like literally the tip of the iceberg when we're talking about problems with Cyberpunk. But like, it just like blows me away that like to see something as cool as, yeah, oh, I can sell my junk. When it's like, yeah, here's that concept except done super well, way better. Yeah, I do like being able to inspect my inventory. Yeah, because it's just like it's such a cool little world building thing too. Oh man, and like all the posters and the imagery and stuff too. Taste the freedom with Spacer's Choice. Now with extra added artificial ingredients at no extra cost. Spacer's Choice is a wholly owned subsidiary of Universal Defense Logistics. So that's the first hint that we've gotten, that this corporation, Spacer's Choice, is not the King Corporation, but is in fact a subsidiary of a larger corporation, which is really interesting. Well, that's gonna be touched on quite a bit more later. Great quote out of context. Oh yeah. Oh, I can sell my junk. That's good.
Wish we had some better rations.
At least you got your health.
You do be right, at least for the moment. This is the constable. Hey, constable.
Welcome to the Spacer's Choice Constabulary. We are Halcyon's leading brand in frontier justice. The office is writing up promotion. Purchase 3 criminal investigations and the 4th one's free.
Oh, I just got, criminals going around. All I got to do is purchase a couple of investigations and we're good to go. They'll bang that crime right out, I'm sure. As long as I've got the credits, right? I've got some questions for you if you don't mind.
As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
No promises. Does the name Phineas Wells mean anything to you?
His likeness decorates many a wanted poster. Do you have any relevant information about this individual?
Well, he kidnapped me, he unfroze my body, and then he shot me into space, and then I landed here.
Mm-hmm. Shot you into space? You know, lying to a Spacer's Choice constable is a violation of company policy and punishable by a fine.
It's a good thing I don't belong to the Spacer's Choice family, then. Oh, wait, no. If the board's paying, I'm willing to collect on that bounty. Because
Unfortunately,
again, we're playing this
the arrest
bootlicker
of
style
Mr.
character,
Wells
so if
falls
the corporations
outside
think
my
he's a bad
authority.
guy, then I must do as
I
well,
enforce
right?
the company policy of Spacer's Choice in the region of Emerald Vale. Wells is wanted by the board. If you have information related to the location of Phineas V. Wells, you are required to submit that information to your nearest board authority.
Okay, then I assumed you were my nearest board authority.
I represent Spacer's Choice. Spacer's Choice is a wholly owned subsidiary of Universal Defense Logistics, which is itself a member of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Also, I specialize in processing fingerprints, so unless you're carrying Wells's finger on you, there's not a lot I can do for you.
It's a good thing I'm not freaking gonna pay it. Oh man. I also specialize in fingerprinting, so I don't got Wells's finger on me. Okay, there was one other thing.
Something to report?
Looking for work.
Know how to carry yourself in a fight? I've got bounties out for these 3 marauders. Cross them off and bring me their fingers. Just 1 per marauder, please.
Oh,
I'll dust off the old.
ironic that they were talking about fingerprinting then, isn't it? Now they want fingers. All right, let's do it. Got it. Help the chairman and Minister Clark defeat our foes. Like, I love the propaganda posters. So good. Chairman Rockwell and Minister Clark, the team to lead Halcyon to an even better tomorrow. The center is in our midst. The enemy seeks to destroy our way of life. I take this?
A friend of mine died a couple weeks back. Still ain't past it.
We should keep our voices down.
Yeah, because there might be somebody reaping on your conversation. Is that a corpse on this bench? Oh no, it's just some rusted ass metal. Lol. What's this say? Edgewater Saltuna Cannery, a Spacer's Choice property. Maintenance Division logs. Welcome, Holcomb P. There are 3 open trouble tickets. Select an option to proceed. Trouble ticket 65565. Filed by Thompson R. Summary: AG loader serial 0023745. Failure on startup. Status open priority medium. Steps to reproduce. Turn on engine. Try it again. Try it again. Kick the loader. Curse injured toes. I have to enter a minimum of 8 steps. Try it again. It makes a rattling noise. Maintenance notes. Dang it, Clancy. I just put you back on your feet 2 weeks ago. Now that you got feet. Not that you got feet, but you know what I mean. Sounds like his statter's off axis again. We'll clean out and reset. Clancy's guts got caught and all pulled out. Likely an account of someone trying to restart him over and over again. Need to rewind all that coiling in number 4. Okay, stator's working, but there's something else off. Have to wait until it's quiet and spinning. Spin him up for a listen. Trouble ticket 65587. Filed by Thompson R. Summary: failure of main cannery production line at heat processing. Status open priority executive. Steps to reproduce. 1. Start up production line according to schedule S-467-01A. 2. Observe processing of cans. 3. Follow first batch to heat processing stage. 4. 1 or more loud popping noises. 5. Smoke, smell of burned saltuna. 6. Overheat klaxon on monitor 6. 7. Flames jet from exhaust ports. 8. Automatic shutdown. Maintenance notes. Likely as not, Bess got indigestion from being made to eat something she ain't made to. Again, heading over now. And last ticket 655 688, filed by Miller L., a different person. This issue has been open for 0 days. Summary: damned mechanicals. Status: open, priority low. Priority automatically reset to low by executive level admin rule applied by Thompson R. Reason: trouble ticket filed by Miller L. So the reason is that this dude filed this ticket at all, so that's why he reset it. Steps to reproduce: look northwise. I said look northwise, blasted useless translator. Near scrap pile. Could be northeast from town, I guess. Observe mechanical. Thinking about all menacing light. See it. It's right there. Maintenance notes. No notes on this ticket yet. Somebody's nervous about mechanicals, whatever that is. Probably robots. Give me that bypass shot. It's a nice diagram of something I don't understand. Ooh, lockpick. Did I get it? Yeah. I don't want to use the workbench just yet. Oh, but I do want some dehydrated water, some mock apple cider, and bread noodles. Oh, we got to look at the bread noodles. Oh, and the dehydrated water too. Dehydrated water. Just add air. Amazing. And bread noodles. Made with the freshest ingredients. Delicious. Oh, and the mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life. Amazing. That sounds like something out of Spaceballs. Doesn't it? Doesn't it just? Oops. And I pulled out my gun. And I put it away. Oh, I don't have enough. Pick up a toss ball blocker. I think it's a gun? Or a weapon of some? It is a weapon. It's a one-handed melee weapon. Ooh. And I'm probably not gonna end up, but that's neat to have. All right, let's go to the cannery. Let's go talk to the Peter guy.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got him.
Just between us, Wilson deserted. Lost his nerve. Ran off in the thick of night.
You kidding me? Damn. Always thought he was made of sterner stuff.
I think he was plagued. Guess he didn't want to die in the sick house.
Plagued? Ah, shit. I had some of his salt tuna.
You moron.
I'm just waiting for both of them to just turn their heads and look at me. Gentlemen? All right, let's go talk to the boss. Somebody at this desk. Perfect for me to steal from. Give me that Nico pad. Give me that dehydrated water. Terminal set. Logs. Notice, the Edgewater Saltuna Canning Facility strictly adheres to Spacer's Choice standards of health and safety. Notice, schedule your sick leave with your Spacer's Choice foreman and/or supervisor. Be considerate towards other members of the Spacer's Choice family. Allow 2 to 4 weeks to process and approve your scheduled sick leave. Lost hours may be compensated to the company. See Reed if you're having trouble to paying your sick leave. We'll try to arrange wage deductions instead. Remember, work invigorates the spirit. Sickness in the body reflects sickness in the mind and sickness in the character. If you find yourself falling ill, it may be time to schedule a meeting with our local vicar. So I played this in 2019, but playing it again in 2018, or played this in 2019, but playing it again in 2020, with them talking about plague and scheduling sick leave 2 weeks in advance, hit a little bit closer to home.
The grease monkey, Argo.
Oh, it looks like we've come into a meeting.
Sorry, Mr.
It's different, doesn't it? Just
You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going
having an issue with their cannery.
Well, sure. It's mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
Yeah.
It's food in cans. We have food, we have cans.
Sickness
What
of
won't it
body is
work like
sickness
we
of
need?
character. That's a rough statement right there. Yep.
Expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
They were a Saltuna processing plant, but the Saltuna's run dry.
Seems
So
we've
now
got
they're
a
using
guest.
something else.
Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up.
Remember when somebody brought up
I
Sweeney
do
Todd
apologize.
earlier?
I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
People? Luckily, we'll get there, but luckily I'll say it's not people, thankfully, but it is pretty grisly. Well, are you Reed? I was told to
I'm
talk
Reed
to you.
Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Uniform? What are you talking about?
Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors. The, honorable apparel of a loyal worker?
I love how, like, he has no idea who I am, and he immediately starts talking down to me, right? I don't work for Spacer's Choice?
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship's in need of repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without
Parvati
frying
is cute.
yourself in
Oh,
the
Ray.
process.
Oh, Ray. Just you wait. Just you wait, brother. Let me guess. You want me to do something before you help me?
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
The botanical district. What do you, when you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
You mean marauders? Marauders aren't people. Man, what a rough thing to say. I don't think people will take too kindly to losing their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Why?
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't
Good Lord.
hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
How can I help?
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters.
Oh, you know,
to
these
come
people
back
are
to
just like
town.
living their lives out in
Before you
like
go to the
out in
plant,
like some
I
other
want
place,
you to
totally
stop
not
by
messing
the
with you.
botanical
Yeah,
lab.
let's just go ahead and like strip
Speak
power
to
from
their
them.
leader,
That seems fine.
Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
At least we're gonna give them a little bit of warning before we kill their power. How will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand,
So she's like
her
a
camp
female
looks to her
Silas?
for leadership.
And what if Adelaide doesn't want to come back?
That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
Can't make any promise.
Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
Yes.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Get going. So now I have a companion. She's the first companion that you can get. And she does all kinds of cool stuff. She also helps carry things. The way that they did carry capacity in this with companions, I really like, as opposed to Fallout, because instead of the companions having their own inventory, they just give you increased carry capacity. So I think just a really seamless way to do that. Also Parvi, she is like my favorite character. Come on, Parvi. Parvi has joined the party. It's a Parvi party. Hooray! Friends! Come on, Parv.
Hey, mister, can we talk?
Oh, well,
Sorry.
now she wants to talk to me.
Can we talk?
Let's chat.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but
He puts
that's
the
not
potty in
only side
Parvati.
of the tale.
That's real good. Lydia can carry her own burdens, damn it. Good one. That's a solid reference. This is about the deserters? So what's the other side of it?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
That line, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. Oh, shit, man. Did you know Adelaide Reed?
Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. Alls I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
You can't leave it at that. Why were Reed and Adelaide arguing?
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if he can get out to her.
How well did you know the deserters? You worked with them. You were friends. Or what?
I don't know anybody well. I mostly listened to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
I'm sure the deserters are very fine people, so what?
Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
I suppose it couldn't hurt to stop by.
Mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
A good mentality to have. We also say, I just want to say, the character design in this is so good. Like the fact that you could see like the reflection in her eyes, like from the general lighting, it's incredible. Like the game is going for a certain look and aesthetic, and they're fucking nailing it. Like it's so, I really love the aesthetic of this game. So it is past 5 o'clock, so I am going to go ahead and wrap the stream up shortly. But before we do so, I do want to just show, I want to show you guys what they are actually feeding the cannery. Talk to you later, Phyllis. I don't think they're feeding it tuna anymore. Hope that worked. Yeah, but this has been Outer Worlds, yeah. Yeah. Oh, so these things are called sprats because they're space rats. How funny is that? It's cats. Yeah, basically, because that was what Parvi and Reed were talking about when I came in, and they were and they were like, "Where the machine keeps fucking up because they're putting things that aren't tuna into it." Memories all alone in the moonlight. Amazing. So we're gonna go ahead and throw another save on this, except already amazing. And let's go ahead and yeah, but that was a great stream today. Thank you so much to everybody who came by. Thank you so much to ooh, got it. Up. Thank you so much to Little Percent for the raid. I super appreciate it. As well as Cray JD, Simmershi for the raid as well. Kira Sakuro, Tom Stranger 42, Grammy. Thank you guys so much for the follows. I super appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out, interacting with chat, just supporting me in general. I super appreciate it. It was a great time. I very much appreciate it. I go live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 2 p.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. And I'm gonna be doing some other cool stuff too. I've got like a Thursday, a D&D Thursday thing that I'm working on to being in with a group of other people, and then I also do one shots on the Knights of Bantam channel occasionally. So there's cool stuff coming. It's all coming. It's all in the works. I'm also working on getting emotes. It's in progress. It's in progress. But I do super appreciate everybody coming by and hanging out. You guys rock. I very much appreciate you guys. Let's go ahead and send a cheeky little raid off to, I see Jamie. I see Jamie's playing something. Jamie playing. You know what? I'm gonna send this raid over to Calamity Darling, who is another knight of the Bantam, and they recently I know they recently squatted up with like a full person of color, female person of color, like gaming squad, which I thought it was super cool. So let's go ahead and send some love over her way. Oh, do I have a raid message? I think I might have a raid message. I do have a raid message. That should just work. Excellent. But we're gonna go ahead and send on over her way. I want to say thanks again, everybody, for coming by, hanging out. You guys rock. I'm gonna be live on Monday at 2 p.m. And I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, fantastic weekend, and just thanks again for all the support. Let's go ahead and send that raid on over. I always forget that I can do this while I'm talking. There we go. I think it should work. Okay, great. But thanks again, everybody. You guys have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Alrighty. So long. Peace.